All right, welcome back to Bayou Time. I want to jump right into some shootings that took place during the Hercules Parade on Friday night, and also shootings that took place after the parade in Willowdale. We have the police chief with us, Travis Terrio. You see him on the desk, along with First Lieutenant Blake Tabor of the Sheriff's Department. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Well, right around Float 23, the Hercules Parade, gunfire going off, and it's not something you want to see. We've talked about that quite a bit. Any updates right now, Chief? Tell us about it.
Yeah, it looks like initially it was thought that the guy on the ground was shot, and then we were told that there was a guy shot that took off running. What it comes down to is the guy on the ground that was seen in the video was identified as Caden Leday, 18 years old. We recovered a firearm right on side of him. He was intoxicated and he started brandishing a firearm, and an altercation took place as a result of him brandishing the firearm, and a couple gunshots were fired. Thank God nobody was hit. It struck the Whitney Bank building, broke out a large panel of glass, and it struck the bank in another location, which broke out a mirror, overhead mirror pane that fell to the ground. And as a result, Caden was arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm, illegal carrying of a firearm, and simple criminal damage to property. But I'd really like to commend those police officers and sheriff's deputies that were in the area. Whenever you've seen and you can look at it, there was gunfire taking place, and as you can see, those officers are running to that gunfire.
We saw how quick they got there.
Secured the area. No further incidents were reported, and our investigators got on it, wrapped it up, brought some closure to it, made an arrest for the person responsible for the gunfire, which happens to be the guy that was transported to the hospital. So very thankful for our officers and everybody that was on the scene that night, including some firemen that were in the area off duty that also ran to the scene.
I saw that. That was good to see everybody. And it was quick, meticulous. They got it done, but we ask this every time something goes on. Who would bring a gun to the parade unless they intended on maybe thinking they might have to use it?
That's right. That's right. There's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it. But again, it comes down to our first responders with the police department, the sheriff's department did an outstanding job. There's not enough I can say about what they did.
And you're right. We are lucky as a city and a parish that, one, the bullets didn't hit anyone. Two, the broken glass didn't fall on someone.
That's right.
Because it would have sliced them in half, as heavy as those things are. So, stroke of good luck. And it's no reflection on Hercules or the parades. It's just knuckleheads that ruin it for everybody.
Right. And look, and I know we got the parade rolling again pretty quick, but what it came down to, the reason I wanted that parade rolling fast was because we wanted, early on, we didn't really know what we were looking for or who we were looking for, and we wanted to get the crowd out of there so we could safely do our job. It wasn't so much about, any type of wanting, concern for the parade to happen and not interrupt them as much as we wanted to get the crowd out of there as quick as we could. And the only way to do that was to get that parade past us.
All right. Let me turn to First Lieutenant Blake Tabor. Y'all had a gruesome murder that took place. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So directly after the Hercules Parade, shortly before midnight, we received a call for service in the 300 block of Willowdale Drive. The caller indicated that it was a family member of the victims that came home and found an adult male and adult female shot in the front yard of that residence. Of course, once we received the call, we quickly got on scene. And again, our patrol division was able to determine that there was, in fact, an adult male and adult female that were shot as a result of obvious gunshot wounds. They were deceased, and ultimately our detectives got on scene very, very quickly and started their investigation.
I heard that was a pretty gruesome scene. It was high-powered weapons involved in that, right?
Yeah, I haven't been briefed and can't confirm that at this point. There's a lot of speculation that's going on. So again, we just want people to make sure there's a lot of rumor mill that's going on in the community. We always want to resort back to facts and facts that we know and we can deal with. What we do know is that they were in fact parade goers for that particular parade. And we certainly have multiple indications that they were gunned down in the front yard as they arrived home.
Wow. And you talk about rumors with a minute and a half left. By the time we got Chief downtown, which is half a block from where we were all watching the parade before we deployed cameras, on the way there I heard 2 dead, 8 gunshots. And I'm thinking, thinking the worst. I'm hearing all this and I'm hearing people talking. I get there and I'm going, not anything of what we heard going there. So that's why you got to watch what they post real quick, because it turns out to be completely different.
Yeah, it was completely different, but, but what Lieutenant Tabor's talking about, and I have to commend the sheriff's department. Those guys, even with Mardi Gras, they've been working around the clock on that investigation. So I want to commend y'all agency for that. They're doing a great job with that.
Yeah, and y'all do work together, and thanks to y'all, and thanks to the fire departments and everybody that got that scene quickly done on the parade route. So thank y'all for what y'all do all the time.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Once again, Houma Police and Sheriff's Department, fire departments, all involved. I want to thank all law enforcement, state police, everybody working these parades. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more. We'll keep you posted as Mardi Gras continues to roll right here in Terrebonne Parish. Remember, it's the second biggest Mardi Gras here in the state. There's something to be said for that. So report, if you see something, report it fast. We'll be back.